Hello and welcome. I'm your host Elizibar, and we're going to talk about I know it's time for a 100-page comic giant special from Walmart. Man, I still haven't found the next issue of Titans. If I don't get it, I think I'm going to give up this hunt. I think I'm going to give it up because I'm tired of spending time going from Walmart to Walmart like some kind of, I don't know, Walmart bandito. I don't even. That's my opinion. I don't even I like these books. I just unplugged my headset so I could move away from my desk and come over here and actually talk. It's that's not even a criticism of this book, and that's my main criticism is you can't find these things to buy them half the time. You know, I went to one, two, three, four WalMarts, four, and I couldn't find Titans #4. And there's also some other like Batman 80 anniversary 100-page giant out there that I haven't heard. Like I've only seen one copy of, and that's because one of my viewers sent me a picture of the one that he bought. Like this is ridiculous. You should just go in and be able to buy a book. Trying to get people to check out comic books, start buying comic books. You got to actually be able to sell them. The this first story here, it's kind of goofy because the villain, but it's not really about the villain. It's about how Superman reacts to the villain, and he reacts in pretty much typical Superman style. The villain's busting out powers based on like the different planets, and he's got this weird story of how he was astroclimatologist or something, and he had the Astro Collector, and now the Astro Collector is the weapon he's using. So he's like busted out like the gravity of Jupiter, the temperature of Neptune. Just crazy stuff like that. He busts out the helium of Saturn, the temperature of Venus, the speed of Mercury. Like, it's kind of goofy. It's very. I don't know if it's really Golden Age. It's very Silver Age in its goofiness, and it works. At the end of the story, Superman subdues him not with violence, but with words, and it really does kind of get to. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me just kind of just flip this over and glimpse the flames. Boosh! It's fun. Don't think about it too hard. Even by comic book super science standards, it's goofy, but it was fun. Superman actually acts like Superman in this. I had to go back to the front and check like who wrote this. Steve Orlando. That name, Steve Orlando. Right there, see it? That is not Tom King. Huh. I also enjoyed the art. It's very kind of early mid 2000s in its look. Like it's definitely inheriting from the 90s. It's very solid, good line work, very enjoyable. Speaking of enjoyable art, Superman Batman story. Because these things, you have like a half of a new comic. There's like a 12 pager at the beginning. You have one, two, three different issues. So we have new story, we have the Superman Batman story, there's a Green Lantern story, and then there's the Terrifics as the backup. So we're dealing with Kara. She's Supergirl. She's been kidnapped by Darkseid, and they go to rescue her. And holy moly, Michael Turner drew Big Barda, I think, completely wrong. Like, if you look at her, that doesn't scream Big Barda. Where's the chunk, Big Barda should be like Big Chunkus. Even in her gear, she doesn't look like nearly beefy enough. Like, in my mind, Big Barda is big. She's not supposed to be super beautiful. That's kind of one of the basic things about the character, and here she's super beautiful. So that was weird. Otherwise, this is very classic. This is very classic. I gotta admit, like I vaguely remember reading this issue a long time ago, and I don't remember her looking this way. But that might just be 100% on me. It's just bad memory. It's 15 years ago or something. What do you want from me? It's pretty awesome though. Got all kinds of crazy, crazy stuff going on Apocalypse as they go to rescue Supergirl. Wonder Woman and Barda dealing with the Furies. Batman trying to get a Hellspore. And kind of the ultimate bad case scenario for Superman to walk in on. Kara seems to not actually mind that she's hanging out with the god of evil. I mean, she doesn't know. She doesn't know, right? She's hanging out with him, looking good. You know, that Michael Turner art. He's got a pretty distinctive style. You can see it from a mile away after you've ever seen it. Good story. Leads to more conflict and strife. Awesome time. It's good to reread this. I never actually owned this issue. I read somebody else's copy. Maybe I read it in the store. That'd be pretty terrible of me. Green Lantern. You know, looking at this, man, there's my main thought about this is Green Lantern has to be a really fun book to work on just because of all the crazy aliens you get to draw. Well, I'm just going to skip, like, yeah, I want to show this page, this 2-page spread off, because it just looks awesome. I don't really care about what's going on in the story, but boy, it looks awesome. That Ivan Reyes art is nice, and check out the Cyborg Superman here. Is he looking dope? I think he's looking pretty dope. Oh, get that glare off. Look at him, man. I like the Cyborg Superman anyway. This kind of reminds me. A while back, I guess it was about a year ago now, I was in Half Price Books. Since I mentioned the Cyborg Superman. And I got the absolute edition of the Sinestro Corps War. I can't really show it here because it's thick, it's too strong for the camera. But he's totally in there as a member of the Sinestro Corps, so that totally reminded me of that. I liked the Sinestro Corps War. I thought that was pretty fun as a Vinsco. It seemed to kind of be forgotten. Nobody talks about it. But the idea of taking a bunch of villains and making them even more buff with a power ring, I'm on board with that. So anyway, Green Lantern, getting crazy. Absolutely getting crazy, and it's pretty fun. And what's the last thing in here? The Terrifics. We got Plastic Man dealing with like family drama. Took me a second to recognize this art, but then I remembered this was on Silencer. This is Victor Bogdanovich. I hope I pronounced that right. It's nice art. I really like the way this issue looks. Everything about it is visually appealing. Sadly, once again, it's the Terrifics, and I can't really bring myself to care about it too much. But holy... Oh, yeah, hold on. I really, really liked this. Her face. I thought that this was a really great mastery of emotions and the way actual human beings' faces look as they're going through, as they're thinking things, as they're talking, as they're getting indignant, as they're being surprised. Like, this was dope. It's really great looking. And then we get to the last page, and I'm just like, what? I'm pretty sure I remember seeing this issue on the shelf here, but it's just, oh god, this is the last page. It's really hard to fold it out. I gotta like struggle to pull the book. That's kind of the problem with a square bound book. Dreadfuls, look at them, man. They look dope. Oh, I think I'm actually getting kind of hyped for the next issue. This isn't even my jam. And they look kind of crazy enough that I'm ready to see what's coming next. Like, if you get somebody who doesn't care about, like, the team, you go, that is cool. It must be pretty cool. That's my opinion anyway. $4.99, it's a bargain if you can find one. If. And that is a big, big if, because I can't find these things. I can't find them. I have 4 Walmarts. There's 5 Walmarts near me, but I got 4 Walmarts near me that carry these things, and I couldn't get a Titans number 4. I think it's number 4 they're on. Whatever the latest Titans issue is, in any of them. Let's see, I think I had to go to 2 to find Superman. Like, this is crazy. Like, are these just all being bought up by speculators, flipping them on eBay? Am I going to have to resort to buying stuff on eBay? Because I really don't want to do that. I hate paying speculators. I hate paying flippers. I want to give my money to people that deserve it. Not that Walmart evil corporation deserves it, but they deserve it better than somebody who's just buying this stuff up to sell it on eBay. That person doesn't deserve one thin nickel. I'm gonna stop ranting, man. You all have a great day. Check this out if you can find it. That first story really gets to the heart of Superman because he's fighting this dude that's threatening people, and he talks him down. Absolutely talks him down. It was great. It was a very Superman moment. Not quite the moment where he's like keeping that goth from jumping off the ledge, but it's that kind of content, and that's really what Superman is about more than all the crazy powers. Is he's about what's right here, beating in his chest, that heart. You know, that's what he emphasizes to this person. At the end of the story, he's something like he says, "Oh, what is it? It's like there's one planet you haven't explored yet, Earth, and its people have been blah blah blah, like guiding me. Like let me extol the virtues of the best of humanity to you." And I dug it. I dug it. You all have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Remember to click that like button. I appreciate that. Leave me a comment. I love those. Subscribe. If you're already subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed. And number 5, little pinky, there's probably some things to click on the screen here, and I would appreciate if you click those, or if you would join me on various social media down below. I am on like every social media platform, except like I don't have my own personal Reddit. Okay, whatever. Bye bye.